in a distant land in the heart of 13th century Persia, lived a Maulana named Jalaluddin Rumi. He was not merely a poet, nor just a philosopher or scholar. Rumi was a seeker of the soul, a Sufi mystic whose words like scattered jewels could illuminate the corridors of human hearts for centuries to come. Born in Balkhī and later residing in Konya, Rum, which gave him his name, Rumi had mastered various sciences from a young age thanks to the guidance of his father, Baha'u'llah, a prominent Sufi. However, destiny had a grander plan. In 1244, an encounter changed everything. Shamsuddin Tabrizi, a wandering dervish, entered Rumi's life like a storm sweeping away old dust. That meeting was a turning point, leading Rumi fully onto the Sufi path, freeing his soul to dance in divine ecstasy. Shamsuddin's mysterious departure, which left Rumi in a feeling of extreme emptiness, became the catalyst for the birth of his great works, including the Masnavi, an ocean of poetry in 6 volumes containing approximately 25 zero verses, and Diwani Shams Tabrizi, an eternal ode to his teacher. Rumi, with such a vast heart, was able to anticipate ideas that would emerge centuries later. He did not merely dwell in his spiritual ivory tower. Instead, he chose to open himself to mingle with people, listening to their complaints and offering advice. He explained complex issues by illustrating daily events through anecdotes, fables, and tales, as if the problems resolved themselves. It is no wonder that his poetry transcended geographical and ethnic boundaries, read in mosques, churches, synagogues, and universities worldwide, including millions of books sold in the United States. His universal message broke through religious, cultural, and temporal barriers, offering profound relevance for the search for meaning and inner peace in the midst of a materialistic modern world. Divine love, the weaver of the soul. In Rumi's narrative, love is the golden thread that weaves all existence. It is not merely a fleeting emotion, but a universal force that unites humanity with God and fellow creatures. Do not live without love, Rumi whispers, lest you feel dead. Die in love and remain alive forever. This is a call to surrender completely to the power of love, which he calls the most fundamental creative force that permeates every creature and brings them to life, even becoming the primary driver of matter throughout the universe. Imagine, with love, the bitter becomes sweet. With love, copper turns into gold. With love, rubbish becomes clear. With love, the dead come alive. With love, kings become slaves. Love is the great alchemy that transforms reality, transmuting suffering into happiness, weakness into strength. Even profound artistic inspiration, Rumi says, comes from a divine source. In your light, I learned to love. In your beauty, how to make poems. Love, with its 500 wings stretching from the highest heaven to below the earth, demonstrates its boundless and universal reach, permeating the entire universe and connecting everything. However, this journey of love is not without obstacles. Rumi reminds us, your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. The biggest obstacle? Ego and desires. Your lust is the mother of all idols, he asserts. Physical idols are snakes, but spiritual idols are dragons. This is a call for deep introspection to tame the dragon within. Cleansing the heart from self-interest and ego is an essential key to finding God, a journey through the 7 stages of nafs, from the soul that incites evil, an nafs al-amara, to the perfect soul, an nafs al-kamila. Rumi also sharply distinguishes between noble human qualities and lower ones, stating that love and gentleness are human qualities. Anger and passionate desire are animal qualities. He even affirms that whoever's intellect is above their desires, they are nobler than angels. Whoever's desires are above their intellect, then they are lower than animals. a call to elevate oneself to true nobility through self-mastery and wisdom. The mirror of the heart, reflection of wisdom. Rumi taught that true change always begins from within. Yesterday I was clever, he recalled, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself. This is a profound shift in focus from external ambition to internal transformation. He invites each individual to make your own story and unfold your own myth, a call for authenticity and the discovery of a unique life path. The human heart, according to Rumi, is like a mirror. Everyone sees the unseen in proportion to the clarity of his heart, and that depends upon how much he has polished it. The process of polishing the mirror of the heart is a metaphor for self-reflection, introspection, and inner purification. And do not be annoyed by life's rubs, because if you are irritated by every rub, how will your mirror be polished? Challenges and suffering are divine tools for purifying the soul. Rumi even invites us to sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment, a paradox that encourages letting go of limiting intellectual knowledge to embrace a deep curiosity that opens one to greater mysteries and truths. Rumi held a radical view of suffering. He did not see it as a curse, but as a gateway to enlightenment. The wound is the place where the light enters you, he revealed. This is a promise that painful experiences can be the most transformative moments, forcing us to open ourselves to previously unseen wisdom. Even in the midst of loss, he offered comfort. Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form. He acknowledged the reality of human experience, often colored by feelings of emptiness and fear, as he wrote, "Today, like any other day, we wake up with a feeling of emptiness and fear. However, this awareness can be the starting point for a deeper search for meaning. True inner peace," Rumi said, "is not found in the hustle and bustle of the outer world, but through an inward journey, through silence and awareness of the divine presence. Let silence take you to the core of life," he urged. In that silence, one can connect with the essence of their being. Although I am calm like a fish, I am also restless like waves in the ocean. A quote that describes the inner conflict often experienced by humans, but also encourages higher self-awareness. Rumi affirmed that true communication with God occurs in silence, beyond words. Silence is the language of God. All else is poor translation. He also used a powerful metaphor. There is a candle in your heart, ready to be lit. There is an emptiness in your soul, ready to be filled, indicating the spiritual potential within each individual and the soul's need for divine fulfillment. The dance of life and the wings of the soul. Life, in Rumi's view, is an intricate dance between holding on and letting go. Life is a balance between holding on and letting go, an essential wisdom for spiritual growth. This is the art of understanding when to hold on to core values and when to let go of fleeting things. Rumi firmly believed in the boundless potential residing within every human soul. He often encouraged individuals to transcend the limitations they create for themselves. "You were born with wings," he asked. "Why prefer to crawl through life?" This is a powerful metaphor that challenges self-imposed limitations, inviting one to realize and activate hidden potential, release fears and doubts, and dare to fly towards higher self-realization. "Stop acting so small," he urged. "You are the universe in ecstatic motion." Furthermore, he taught the concept of spiritual resonance. What you seek is seeking you. This is a reminder that the universe responds to inner intentions and energy, encouraging internal alignment. Rumi also challenged us with the question, "Why do you stay in prison when the door is so wide open?" implying that much human suffering results from self-created limitations and that freedom is a choice always available. One of Rumi's fundamental teachings is about the temporary nature of worldly life and the eternity of the soul or spirit. "This lowly world is given to you temporarily," he reminded. This is a call not to become too attached to fleeting material things. "Your dust is this mortal body," he said. "Your truth is the divine spirit." This understanding liberates one from the fear of death and physical suffering and encourages the search for true self within. Rumi also revealed that everything you see has its roots in the unseen world. The forms will change, yet the essence remains the same, teaching us to see the divine essence behind every manifestation. Even death, in Rumi's view, is not a terrifying end, but a bridge that connects the lover with the beloved. Epilogue: the enduring legacy of the Maulana. The wisdom of Jalaluddin Rumi, encapsulated in his profound poetic verses, offers a transformative roadmap for changing one's outlook on life in the modern era. He taught that divine love is the foundation of all things, that self-reflection is the key to wisdom, and that life is a dance of balance that allows us to realize our boundless potential. By embracing his teachings on love, self-purification, reflection, acceptance of suffering, and awareness of the true nature of existence, one can experience a fundamental transformation in their outlook on life, finding peace, purpose, and a deeper connection with the divine and all creation. Rumi's story is a tale of an unending inner journey, an eternal invitation to discover beauty and truth within oneself.